When we talk about AI, our minds usually jump to shiny robots or huge complex industries. But what if the most important AI revolution isn't happening there at all? Today, we're looking at India's really unique human-centered approach to AI. And it's an approach that doesn't start in a high-tech lab, but in a farmer's field and a student's home. Let's get into it. This one sentence right here from India's 2018 national strategy, it basically sets the entire stage. The whole philosophy isn't just about chasing the next cool piece of tech. Nope, it's a clear mission. Use AI as a tool for social good. Use it to solve real, on-the-ground problems for over 1 billion people. So what does this AI for all idea actually look like in practice? Well, the core concept is pretty simple, but it's also incredibly powerful. The goal is for AI to be a support system, a tool that enhances what people can do, not something that comes in and replaces them. This is not about building armies of autonomous robots to take over jobs. It's about empowering real people at the grassroots level. It's about building AI that directly helps a farmer make a better decision, helps a teacher manage their classroom, or helps any citizen get the services they need. The person, the human, is always the point. To really get this, let's zoom in from that big national vision to a very real, very human story. We're going to head to the heart of rural India, into the world of agriculture, where the livelihoods of millions and millions of people depend entirely on the land. So just imagine for a second you're a farmer in the Indian state of Karnataka. You're up against this massive double whammy that's totally out of your control. On one side, you have a climate that's getting more and more unpredictable, and on the other, the market prices you get for your crops, they're all over the place. One bad call can literally jeopardize your entire year's income. For generations, the way to handle this was through tradition, experience, and just a gut feeling. And that worked for centuries. But it's getting tougher and tougher. The new way, though, it brings in a powerful new ally, data. So instead of just guessing, farmers can now use AI-powered insights to make decisions that aren't just about growing a crop, but about growing a profitable crop. The solution is this kind of digital companion for the farmer. Researchers have built these incredible decision support systems where a farmer can literally just ask a question out loud, and this system crunches a ton of data in the background to give them a clear, actionable answer. And check out how simple it is for the person actually using it. The farmer just speaks their location in their local language, Kannada. Instantly, the system gets to work. It pulls up soil data for that exact area, it checks the real-time weather, then the first AI model figures out which crops will grow best there. But, and this is the amazing part, it doesn't stop. A second AI model kicks in and forecasts the market prices for those crops. So the final recommendation isn't just what can you grow, it's what is the most profitable thing to grow. And we're not just talking about a cool idea here. The tech behind this is seriously reliable. That model that predicts which crops will grow well, it's been shown to be 98.5% accurate. I mean, think about that. That level of certainty is an absolute game changer when your family's livelihood is on the line. This is the key. It's a fundamental shift in thinking. For pretty much the first time, farmers have a tool that helps them secure their economic future, not just their harvest. It's all about moving from just getting by to actually getting ahead, cutting down on risk, and building some real financial stability. Okay, so that's an incredible tool for one farmer. But how on earth do you make that work for millions of people across a country as vast and diverse as India? Well, before you could even try, you had to solve a massive foundational challenge. This is the million-dollar question, right? India has 22 official languages, hundreds of dialects. Many of the people who could benefit most, especially in rural areas, might not be able to read well. A text-heavy English-first app, it would be dead on arrival. The tech would exist, but nobody could access it. And the answer to that huge question is Bhashini. Launched back in 2022, Bhashini is basically a national mission to build an AI-powered language translation platform. You should think of it like the basic infrastructure, a digital bridge that lets anyone build apps that are voice-first and work in any Indian language. It breaks down all those barriers. And the adoption of this has been just stunning. By late 2025, the ecosystem is projected to have over 1 million downloads, more than 350 different AI language models, and it's being integrated into more than 23 different government services. It's not just an app, it's becoming a public utility for language. All right, so we've seen the farm, Now let's switch gears and see how this same AI for all philosophy is building a totally different kind of progress. We're going to shift from the fields to the classroom and see how AI is empowering India's next generation. I mean, if you've ever been a student, you know the answer to this one. It's got to be the job interview, right? It's just this super high stakes, nerve-wracking experience. And we all tend to struggle with the same things. Trying to speak clearly when you're nervous, structuring your thoughts when you're under pressure, and just managing that overwhelming anxiety. How do you even practice for something like that? Well, this is where AI is stepping in again. Tools like Udly and TrueRecruit are creating this amazing new way to get ready. They create a safe, totally private space where a student can practice, mess up, and get better, all without that fear of being judged. See, this AI coach doesn't just sit there and listen. It gives you objective, personalized feedback. It can analyze your tone, your pacing, how many filler words you're using. It helps you learn to structure your answers using proven methods. And the result? You see real improvement in how you communicate. And, maybe most importantly, a huge boost in your confidence. Okay, so let's zoom out one last time. We've seen a farmer in Karnataka, and we've seen a student getting ready for a career. Now you have to understand, these aren't just a couple of random, isolated stories. They're actually threads in a much bigger, much more intricate tapestry, all woven together by one clear national vision. Look at how deliberate this all is. It starts in 2018 with that AI for all strategy. Then they build the foundation. Bashini comes along in 2022 to solve that massive language problem. And now we're seeing the results of all that work. These people-first tools are scaling up and helping people all over the country. So whether we're talking about an AI model forecasting crop prices or an AI coach analyzing your speech, the goal underneath it all is exactly the same. It's about using this powerful technology to empower individual people, to give them the tools and the confidence they need to build a better life for themselves. This quote just nails it. It perfectly captures India's whole approach. AI isn't being treated like some fancy new app or a luxury product. It's being built and rolled out like a public good, like a road or a bridge or electricity. It's becoming a core piece of public infrastructure that's designed to benefit everybody. And all of this brings us to one final, much bigger question. As artificial intelligence keeps reshaping pretty much every part of our world, India's story really makes you stop and ask, what should its ultimate purpose be? Is it just about making things more efficient? Or is it about building a more inclusive, more equitable, and more empowered human society? It's definitely something worth thinking about.